Hi, welcome to CEO Money TV. I'm Michael Yorba, your host. I've got Mareya Ibrahim, co-founder, Grow Green Industries, on the show with us right now. Mareya, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
All right, my pleasure. All right, Mareya, give us a background on your company, and then I've got a lot of questions for you. But let's start with you and
Sure.
your company, what they do.
Sure. Grow Green Industries, we are the makers of a line of eco solutions for food safety. So, taking care of the environment is as important as our food safety products, which help to mitigate your risk of getting foodborne bacteria such as E. coli, Listeria, and Salmonella. It also helps to remove pesticide and wax residue from your fresh produce. And we uniquely formulated our product line to extend produce and other food shelf life by up to 5 times. So we're really addressing food safety and food waste with our natural product line.
Okay, how is it applied? Is it a spray? Is it a wash? Tell our audience about that.
We have a pretty comprehensive line of products. We have a spray, which can be misted onto your produce. We also have a wash for seafood and poultry. We have a powder product that can be mixed with water and easily dilute so that you can wash pounds and pounds of produce. With our industrial processors, you can wash tens of thousands of pounds of produce. And we also have a biodegradable wipe. So if you're on the go, you can grab an apple, a pear, a peach, and just clean it with our food-grade biodegradable wipes. And in addition to those products, we have an anti-browning product that helps to prevent oxidation on cut produce, which is used by a lot of processors. When you buy your pre-cut apples, that's what they're using.
Where can our audience get the product?
You can find us at eatcleaner.com. That's EATCLEANER.com. And for our industrial solutions, we ask that people check out Grow Green Industries with an S.com.
Got it. Now, as a woman-owned minority company that's successfully been operating Eat Cleaner since 2010, what is some of the advice that you'd give someone who wants to start their own line of products?
Well, I think it's really important to have a true passion for what you're doing. I think oftentimes people see what we've done and think, wow, that's really cool. You created a product line, but there's a lot of grit. There's a lot of hard work, sweat, tears. I'm sure all the entrepreneurs out there can attest to that. So really do something that you love, not just kind of a quick fix to make money and be in and out of there. Food and food safety has always been a passion of mine. I'm a chef and holistic nutritionist. And when my dad got cancer, we realized how important food safety was for his well-being and for over 60% of the population that are considered immune compromised. I think the second thing is just really make sure that you've done your research on your category and on the industry. What's the competitive set? What are their unique characteristics, and how can you be differentiated? And if you decide to patent your product or not, go through the due diligence of understanding if it's even patentable, and get your trademarks, get your URL. I often tell people, start with your URL, because if you want to call your product something, you want to make sure you can actually get your website address. It's more important than anything nowadays. And get your social media handles so you've got your brand on lock.
I got it. That's good advice. And now, in your opinion, what is the key to a successful business? Is it the actual product? You mentioned that earlier, but the message, the marketing, or social media?
Well, I really think it's a combination of things. I mean, marketing is critically important, and getting your product out there to the masses. We've never lived in a time that it makes it, I'm not going to say easier, but it certainly is a whole world out there that you can access through social media. But you need to have a unique, differentiated product, because otherwise you're just one of the herd. And if it's just a so-so product, people are going to catch on eventually. So marketing can take you part of the distance, but a great product that really stands up to the weather of time is critical.
Got it. This is the 6th year in a row that you've launched your top 8 healthy food trends. Can you tell us more about your predictions for 2018?
Sure. Well, trends are so important. They're not just about being trendy. They can really shape the industry, and certain categories have certainly seen that benefit. This year, there were several that I thought were really important for us to watch. And I always pick a unique vegetable, and I always pick a superfood. And I love for people to check out the full report. But one of my favorite trends is really the multiple use of a product. You know, it used to be where people would buy bread, they'd buy milk, they'd buy eggs. Nowadays, if they're not multifunctional, they're kind of past tense. So think of a Swiss Army knife and how multifunctional it is. Your foods need to be that functional as well. So that's just one of the trends that you'll see in that report.
I got that. Let's talk about the recent string of foodborne illnesses that have
Yeah.
broken out and what's happening with the two outbreaks, leafy greens, and the ones with the, say, cut melons, cut produce.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Well, this year already, we saw the largest multi-state outbreak in U.S. history with the E. coli or the E. coli romaine lettuce outbreak. And the fact is that the CDC and the FDA could not trace the exact manufacturer or producer of that lettuce product, so it never got recalled. So incidentally, you saw over 2/3 of the country be affected by contamination, over 200 cases. There were 5 fatalities, dozens and dozens of people that suffered from kidney failure, hospitalization. So it's a real problem. And the more convenient we see foods becoming, because in that case it was chopped romaine. There were also some cases of whole heads too, but chopped romaine was the main culprit. And with the latest outbreak related to cut melons, we're seeing that the price of convenience can be high. So every time you have a product that has gone through many layers of processing, it becomes that much more exposed to the perils of foodborne bacteria. And with our product line, we really wanted to give the consumer out there, you know, your audience, an opportunity to protect their own plate. And that's where we hope to help people mitigate their risk if they're buying produce, washing it themselves properly. They're getting the benefit of food safety and shelf life extension.
Good point. What's next for you?
So I have a new book coming out early next year. It's called The Real Dish. And it kind of, just like the title, it serves up some of the myths about food and diet and helps to debunk them and gives people a real roadmap for eating clean and thriving. Because at the end of the day, I think there are a lot of misnomers out there about what type of diet to follow. Are you paleo? Are you vegan? Are you vegetarian? Are you keto? We don't have to put a label on ourselves. We can just follow a roadmap that gives us some flexibility, that allows us to indulge in the things that we love, that we don't want to give up, but still really thrive and feel as fit as we can be. And there'll be over 72 recipes, lots of beautiful color photography. So you can tell I'm very excited about the book. We also have a couple new products coming out, and we have redesigned our Eat Cleaner spray bottle. So you'll be seeing a new bottle coming out, as well as some fun line extensions this year.
Great. Mareya, thanks for being a guest on the show.
Thank you.
My pleasure. You've been watching CEO Money with Michael Yorba. Thanks for tuning in. We'll bring you another unicorn on the next show.